Hey everyone, I'm back. I was, again, going to do a Go Battle League off-screen to try out a new team, but then I did one round with it, as you'll probably see on screen now, and I was actually enjoying it. It actually didn't seem too bad, have nice chemistry. So we're going to try it live, and if I actually get put up against a team that counters it, then we get put up against a team that counters it. I guess while I'm waiting for the video to reach up length, if I come up with anything I want to talk about in post-commentary afterwards, we can do that real quick. Otherwise, jump right over to the video, I suppose. Yeah, so as you see here, I did one test run, and then this team actually worked out fairly decently. I really wanted to use Ampharos in Great League stuff ever since Volt Switch became a move in its arsenal, in addition to getting Thunder Punch. I'm really curious to see how this goes. This is probably not even the best Ampharos I can use, because I wanted to try out Dragon Pulse because it was a Community Day special move, and see if these new changes to the Pokemon actually made it special at all. I am going to be I get the feeling I'm going to be catching a lot of leads off guard if nothing else with this team, because I just get up to my... I'm forcing a lot of swaps, is what I'm trying to say. Ah, shoot, maybe that would have been a good opportunity to keep Ampharos in there just to see if Dragon Pulse would have done anything. I am a little concerned I'm sacking off my Swampert, which is pretty much the most viable Pokemon on this team. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I don't think there's anything that this guy can do that I can fear, especially when, Dragon Claw is such a big thing. That did a lot of damage for a Dragon Claw. So that is a little bit unnerving. But I'm not ready to give up the shield advantage currently. Well, I got Charizard. Well, at least I'm neutral with Charizard. And I'll just Dragon Claw away the rest of his shields. That's really bad. I don't even blame my team setup for that. I just blame bad play. I should have just stayed with Ampharos and see what that would have done, but instead I just let this freaking Flygon wreck all over me. Though seeing how powerful freaking Earth Power is gives me more hopes of using a Flygon myself, because I was a little worried that everyone would be giving it up in exchange for Earthquake ever since that got buffed. But this gives me hopes. I probably let that Azurill get a little too much damage off on me anyways. I'm in a bad spot. I'm down so many Pokemon and yet take so much damage, and oh, fantastic. So I feel like I'm getting outplayed so hard today. But I mean, Volt Switch Thunder Punch is working out fairly well for me. I just get my timing a little bit better, and those two moves alone are pretty much carrying my team. It's a little bit surprising. I thought if anyone would be carrying the team, it would be Swampert. Oh good, I saved both my shields, and I'm definitely going to make use out of them, because I need to take out this Azurill with my Ampharos. Which means do not accidentally do a quick move when you're meant to do a charge move. But still, he's shieldless, so I should at least be able to get a lot. And man, there's so much I've been wanting to talk about with the whole PvP scene, and I just haven't really gotten that proper opportunity. I guess get it off the chest right now. I am nervous with them swapping over to Ultra League soon. The biggest reason I'm able to be so experimental and do so many fun things in Great League is just because I've already invested in so many Pokemon for the Sylph League, and I'm worried by the time Ultra League comes around, I'm gonna just be stuck. It's going to take all my Stardust / TMs to build up one team. I'm going to be stuck with it. And I'll definitely be more tempted to go with a safe, conventional, boring team for Ultra League. It doesn't seem too fun. In addition, I just am not too much of a fan of just how much more of a role legendary Pokemon are going to be taking in Ultra League. Even jumping over from Sylph League over to Great League was had a little bit of growing pain, just because of Deoxys Defense Form and Registeel. I was not really a fond party member of those moves. of like spending 100,000 Stardust on those moves. And man, I definitely feel like I got debated. My game plan was trying to block a Psycho Boost, but I just realized I'm in like rank 9 now. Most people are going to TM away from Psycho Boost at this point, and I don't want to waste another move, so I think I'm just going to let my Ampharos go down. A Pokemon for a Pokemon is about as fair of an exchange that I can really ask for at this point. But who do I want the energy for more? Well, Hydro Cannon is really good, so I think if I can just get the rest of the energy off this Deoxys, on hindsight, maybe I'd be better off with Charizard, what you know is gonna get his chance to shine right now, so I could use some Dragon Claws to burn away some shields. I'm gonna have to use Dragon Claws anyways, because I gave my opponent the switch advantage there. I don't know, I feel like I wasn't paying too close attention. I feel like I could have played a little bit better with the Ampharos there. And then, I'm surprised this guy's letting me, like, do so much damage to his Altaria. And that's the first shield that he did. But then again, he's probably just, like, trying to take out my Charizard so he can clean up with the other Pokemon that he was using to counteract me. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Dragon Claw because I'm getting weak. Best case scenario, I take out the Altaria. Worst case scenario, I waste both the shields. And I'm back down to Swampert. But at least I can... It feels really bold to just go for my charge move as soon as I come in. But I really need this Altaria off the field as soon as possible. And that's actually probably perfect. Except for the fact that he got to the frickin' Brave Bird before I could take it out. Because I would be able to get the energy off that. Or when I say Brave Bird, I meant Sky Attack. It's honestly not looking too much better for me. Wow. I couldn't even finish it off with fast attacks before it took me out. But this is exactly what I had a feeling would happen with using a less conventional team and experimenting around, but we're here to have fun, first case and foremost. And I am kind of worried about if I'm going to have as much fun with the Ultra League. I'll pay attention to like guides online and see if there's any like budget teams that come up, and we'll go with that. Now do I want to give the switch advantage to this Raichu? I do have a Swampert that hard counters it, but then there's the whole countering my counter. Now I know this Raichu is just going for Thunder Punches because it definitely didn't get enough energy to do anything else. So I'm going to try to conserve my energy. And actually, in hindsight, I should have just stayed in and went for the Dragon Pulse there. I didn't realize just how little health my Ampharos had until after I swapped. But at least I can at least start wearing away some shields. Ideally, I like to take out the Altaria, not like expend it all, just getting rid of shields. But even in that worst case scenario, that all I do is like wear away a shield, so I can just come back in with Ampharos and start Dragon Pulsing it and see if that move is actually any good. And who knows, maybe I'm being too optimistic, but well, I was gonna say maybe we could get to another charge move, but that's definitely not gonna happen at this point. Unless it's on my mind, I feel kind of like bad I got all this stuff on my content, and dang it, I feel like I know I didn't hit the charge move as soon as I came in, but I thought I like did it quick enough that I couldn't get 2 charge attacks off on me. But yeah, at least we're back down to even Pokemon. I know it seems weird for me to like go for the Thunder Punch against the Electric type, but you saw how weak my Ampharos is. This is probably the only damage I'll be able to get off. And thankfully, my last Pokemon is a Swampert. Does it have the Grass Knot though? Or is it trying to bait my shield? Ooh, thankfully I didn't go for a switch. I would say maybe I can farm to my... just farm this Raichu. I was a little worried that he'd actually get to something like a Grass Knot beforehand though. Which is honestly a realistic possibility with just how much energy you get off a Volt Switch. And that's like what all the Raichus are running these days. Basically, if the Pokemon has Volt Switch, you're gonna go for it. In hindsight, it'd probably be better to save my energy up for Earthquake, but I got scared. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get up to it in time. But I feel like I kinda gave the win, unless I can get to another Hydro Cannon. Lickety split. Yeah, that was a close one, honestly, but I'm impressed we were able to pull it through. I don't know, like, if people get ideas for Ultra League, especially like Pokemon that don't take a lot of energy to teach a second move to and all, I am all ears. I do have a Charizard from Community Days specifically for Ultra League. It's going to take a bit to power it up, but it's a Charizard, so it at least won't take a lot to power it up. Or that in of itself, I'm thankful. No, I don't think I really have anything that really counters a Deoxys, so I'm going to try staying in with Ampharos this time and see what we can do. That should be enough for a Thunder Punch, so instead of keeping on tapping the button, I go right for that. I think if I can get used to the timing with Volt Switch, I could actually do some work with this Ampharos. Like, at least get a lot of charge moves off and all that. Unfortunately, like, it is probably going to go down a lot because I don't want to waste the shield so early on. That might have been a bait, so not shielding might have actually been the best option. It's hard to tell, like, I feel like we're high enough in rank that most people are actually bothering to use two different moves. But you never are quite sure. Oh man. Now I'm going to use the shield right here because I definitely feel like I should have got the hit off and I could use the energy later on. And I think if I can just like get up. Yeah, I should have just gone for the Thunder Punch. I'll admit, I was getting a little bonusies and hoping that I could at least get to a Dragon Pulse before I went down, but I forget how much of a beast Altaria is. Simply because I'm so used to using Azumarill, which walls Altaria fairly hard. There's a reason why it's like in the top 5 for Great League. Actually, that might have been, I don't know if that was the smartest play. I'm probably gonna have to take this team back to the drawing board because I just realized, like, without Ampharos, Water types actually wall this team fairly hard. Oh man, really? It's got Bubble Beam? At least I have an excuse to swap back to Charizard despite the weak advantage, but like, what am I even gonna get to do by the time I get to that point? I definitely feel like I gave the match to him just from giving my shields up so early on. Great. He got that attack debuff before I could get a Hydro Cannon off. Yeah, this really just adds insult on the injury. Maybe I'll just fast forward until we get to the end of the match. Anyways, I feel like there's like so many things that I wanted to talk about while doing these commentaries, but I always get so caught up in the heat of the action that I never actually get a chance to talk about them. This seems dumb, but hear me off. I'm gonna be losing anyway, so I either like finish off the Manatike or I get a shield off. Now, unfortunately, I just realized my Swamper's not really gonna be doing much good against an Altaria anyways. Well, we're about at 15 minutes. This might make a good point to just like, oh, I did all 5 of my matches anyways. Well, we're definitely ending it off here. I might play around with Ampharos for a bit more. Well, let's just see though. I'm honestly not 100% sure how much more I want to do with it. I forget exactly when we swap over from Great to Ultra League, so I might not have a chance to do more of it by the time we get over to the other match. This is probably a good time to let myself just finish up talking about things coming up with the channel. Okay, first of all, for my PvP battlers out there that have been following me before the Go Battle League, I am sorry that I've been putting off Silph League videos. I have stuff recorded. I did originally want to talk about Rose Cup at least, because I already did have plans to not do Rose Cup. But at the same time, it did seem like a fun meta that I at least wanted to like do some practice with people. In that case, I would have some practice battles to share and give my impressions from the outside in on the Rose Cup. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be doing that. And I think I'm going to be spending, at this rate, it seems like I'm going to be spending March catching up on the footage, the battles I had from Fusion Cup. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to have a chance to really do anything for that cup. One way or another though, I can definitely assure that we're going to have Pokemon Go battle videos to share. Whether or not they be of Silph League or Go Battle League, just because of how much fun I've been having making content of the Go Battle League. I'm actually surprised that it went out as well as it did. So that's all I really had to share, and hopefully by that time, that first battle I did was fully implemented. Either way, I'll see you all for the next one. Take care.